Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel NKS Mariner. So today in this video I will explain you how to calculate sounding interpolation step by step full procedure. So if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel NKS Mariner. So let's start. So we will take one example. So suppose this one is your tank. So this is the sounding pipe from where you will put the sounding tape, and this is the liquid level inside the tank which we cannot see. So the depth of this full tank is 2330 centimeter. So and here I have put, suppose I have put the sounding tape 980 centimeter. So this one you can put uh, 1000 also, 1100 also. So this one depends upon you. So here is the basic two things. Sometimes people are confused what is sounding and one is ullage. So sounding means from the bottom to the liquid level of the oil or any fluid. So this one is the sounding. From here to here is the sounding. And the ullage is the empty space above the liquid level to the top of the tank. This is the ullage. So here you can see I have given an example 980 centimeter ullage. So basically we want to calculate the sounding. So how we will calculate? We will subtract the ullage from the sounding. So here calculation I will show you. So this is the calculation. So suppose as I have explained, like 980 centimeter sounding tape I have put inside the sounding pipe to the particular tank. This can be one port, one star port, two port, two star port, any tank for which you are taking. And this value 2330 centimeter, this one you will find in your manual sounding table of your vessel. So suppose for here in this condition, for sounding calculation, what we will do, we will uh, subtract from 2330 centimeter, which is the full depth of the tank, minus how much sounding tape we have put inside the sounding pipe. Suppose we have put 980, so 2330 minus 980, this this comes 1350 centimeter sounding. This is the rough value because I am giving rough example. So here you can see this sounding bob of the sounding tape is just touching the liquid level. So means it is not past even 1 centimeter inside the oil. So it is just touching. So that's why we are taking 980 exact value, 2330 minus 980. So this is the sounding. Suppose for your reference, or chief engineer or somebody will ask you how much ullage of this tank. So ullage will be total depth of the tank minus the sounding which came. So here came 1350 sounding. So 2330 minus 1350 equals to 980 is the ullage of that particular tank. So here you can see the sounding will be this one and this one. 2330 is the total depth of the tank, and 980 is from the sounding tape which we put inside the tank. So another example we will take. So this kind of example or this kind of situation every time you will do, and every time you will get the sounding from this thing, because the previous example, this example one is like when this tank is empty, full empty, and you are putting the full tape till the bottom of the tank. So that time like this sounding you will get. So means no need of addition or something. So in this example 2, so suppose there is some fuel inside the tank and you have put the sounding tape 1270, and the sounding bob has passed. Here you can see this is the sounding bob. So this has passed the liquid level. So means it is inside the liquid level. So here what you will do, here you can see again same thing, a ledge and sounding, and here I have calculated 290 centimeter. So 290 centimeter it is showing is the fuel which was showing on your sounding tape when you will pull out the sounding tape after putting inside. So there will be some fuel on the sounding tape. So this is the that value from the sounding tape. This is just an example I am explaining you, so everything is like example. So same thing, this is the depth minus how much sounding tape we put inside. We will subtract this value from the total depth of the tank. And so here I am showing the sounding knob is inside the liquid level, which is this one, means not just touching the top of the level, liquid level, as per the previous example. So here calculation will be like this. We will subtract 2330 minus 1270, means how much sounding tape we put inside the tank or inside the sounding pipe. So suppose I have put 1270 centimeter. So 1270 centimeter is this one, and this one is the full depth. So we found 1060 centimeter. But this is not the sounding, because here in the sounding tape itself is showing some value. It is not just touching the liquid level. So keep in mind this thing. Don't just calculate like 2330 minus 1270, and this is 1060. This condition will be okay when liquid is just touching the bottom of the sounding tape knob. But if some fuel is showing above the knob, like here I am showing 290 centimeter on the sounding tape, so here what we will do, 290 centimeter we will add to our sounding which we came here. So here 1060, it came from 2330 full depth of the tank minus how much we put the sounding tape. This value became 1060 plus 290 centimeter, which level was showing on the sounding tape. So this is your final sounding. So note this one. So keep in mind always. Or if you are like first time you are taking sounding or you are confused, so one method is you will drop till the bottom. Once you feel that bob has touched the bottom level, so then take out the sounding tape, and then whatever level is showing on the sounding tape, then that is the exact level. But that level will be time consuming, and you cannot do every time. But this one only I am saying because you suppose you are going for the first time, and you are confused by this method, or you have little means doubt like this value may be different. So for that thing, first what you can do, you have to drop the full sounding tape till the bottom until you will feel that this bob had touch, and then pull it out, then write the reading whichever is showing on the sounding tape, suppose 571, write that one and wipe the sounding tape, and again put and drop little less than the previous one. Suppose previous one you have dropped 1500 centimeter. Suppose, or you can say 2330 centimeter as per this tank we have dropped. So here next time you will drop like 2000 or 1800 centimeter or 1270 centimeter you will drop, because for this thing you will uh, save some time, and also you will get to know that previous one and this one is matching. So this one 1 2 centimeter or 3 4 centimeters can be different, because vessel is always moving, so little rolling may be there, so it is not like means in the stable condition always. So by that method also you can do. But once you are sure, means once you understand this thing, how to calculate, and if suppose some fuel is coming on the sounding tape, so then it will be easy, and this is the method which we are using to calculate the sounding or to taking the sounding. So this is our final sounding, means sounding by difference of depth of the tank minus how much the sounding tape we have put plus what whatever the uh, level was showing on the sounding tape. So this is our final sounding. So suppose here 1350 after addition of this thing of the sounding tape also. So here I have explained also, like this centimeter sounding tape has passed the fuel level. So here this minus this total depth minus length of the sounding tape put, and plus fuel on the sounding tape. So sounding comes is this one. So this one I have explained sounding means how to take sounding, but our work doesn't finish here. That only we take sounding and give to chief engineer. No, they will ask you, okay, how much meter cube and how much metric ton we have left in this tank, in this particular tank. So for that thing, first we will take the sounding. Suppose here 1350 centimeter. Then again we have to do the calculations from the sounding table, or some vessels have Excel sheets formulas, so you have to just put this thing and it will give the uh, exact or nearby same value. But suppose you don't have that table, or you want to learn, because you must learn if you are in charge of this thing, then you must learn, you must know how to calculate if some vessel doesn't have this table. Because my last vessel I did not find that kind of table, so I had to do myself manually. So I will explain you. This is a simple method also, only you have to little bit give focus. So we will take first example again. So same thing, same tank, 2330 980. So sounding we have here 1350 centimeter. So if you have some doubt how to calculate sounding, then you can uh, press previous to this video, because I have explained already. So suppose here we are taking the trim. So trim you have to ask deck people that how much trim is there, means how much draft is there. So they will give you forward and aft draft. So from forward and aft draft you have to calculate, means the trim is for positive or negative. So suppose forward draft is more and aft draft is less. So you will find the trim positive, because trim by forward is positive. And suppose the forward draft is less and aft draft is more. Normally, generally you will find this condition when aft draft is more and forward draft is less. So that one will give you negative trim. So from the sounding table, and after taking that forward and aft draft, then you have to calculate. Suppose deck people or second officer gave me forward draft 5.4 and aft draft 6.6. So the difference between both of them is 1.2. So 1.2, because difference is this, and it will be negative because our aft draft is more than forward draft. So trim by aft. So aft trim means negative. So at negative trim, then you have to calculate. But here we are considering it is showing zero trim. You will find this situation also so many times that trim is zero or even keel. So that time suppose at 1350 sounding. So this is the 1350 sounding, and this is the sounding. This one is the ullage, and this one is the meter cube value which you have to calculate. So here this is the simple 1350. So at 0 meter trim. So 0 meter is this one. You can see here trim. If trim is negative, then you will take these values as per this, as per this trim. But here we have 0 trim. So for 0 trim and at 1350, our value is 1350. Our value is 1366.3 meter cube. So when you will fill this value, or there is some table, so from there you can find the value that we have this much meter cube, and we can calculate. But suppose you don't have another table also, then you must know the formula metric ton. Metric ton equals meter cube into density of the fuel. So density of the fuel you will find from BDN, bunker delivery note, and meter cube you will find here. So this multiplies by the density will give you the metric ton. So this one only the chief engineer want from you in side of sounding. So here 1350 and at 0 meter trim this is the value 1366.3. So this like this table you will find manual sounding table on board. So now another example we will take. Like that example was okay when you are getting the reading like 1350 correspond to this. Suppose you will find reading between this 1345 or 13. So like that example, suppose our sounding comes 1067 and trim comes minus 1.5. This one comes after the calculation from the forward and after draft. So at minus 1.5 trim, 1067 is our sounding. So here you have to look, here is the 1 minus 1.5 trim and 1067, here nothing, you cannot see 1067. So what you will do? So 1067 means between 1060 and 1070. So your value will be somewhere between 1042.8 and 1053.9. So here will be some your 1067 centimeter sounding value meter cube. So what we will do, one basic method or simplest method you can say, we will subtract from the higher value to the lower value like 1053.9 minus 1042.8 because it is coming between 1070 and 1060. We are taking these two values only because we want for 1067, not 1071 and not for 1059. So for this, because it is coming 1067, so we will subtract 1060 from 1070 and 1042.8 from this value 1053.9 as per the table. This is an example. So after that we will subtract all these things. So we will get like one division. Same calculation which we were doing when we were in physics charts or something. So same thing is here. So here one division comes 1.11. This is very simple thing. If you will do once, you will get to know if you don't know. So 1.11 is the one division. So suppose here at 1060, the value at minus 1.5 trim is 1042.8, and this is because not not we have passed the one division because this is just beginning. So at 1061 we have passed one division. So what we will do, we will add this value, which value, the value we got after calculating this thing. So 1.11 plus 1042.8 at 1.5 meter trim. This one at 1061 sounding centimeter sounding. But here what we want sounding for 1067. So what we will do, from 1060 to 1067 means 7 division. So 7 multiplied by this value plus at 1060 what value was coming at minus 1.5 trim 1042.8. So here is the calculation at 1067 1042.8 which came from here at minus 1.5 trim, this one, plus 1.11. 1.11 is the division which we calculated from this formula. So into 7, 7 is the division from 1060 to 1067. If we want calculation for 1069, then we have to write here 9 because 1060 to 1069 9 division. So after calculating, this one is the meter cube. So this one is the final answer. So from here you can calculate the metric ton. So this one is the simplest method and basic method we can say, and it is very easy to understand. So now another example I will take the same. example 2. Here we can show that the sounding bob has reached inside the fuel level. So here we found sounding 1350. So 1350 for 1350, 1350. So here all 1350 at the different trims it is showing. So we will take sounding 1350 and suppose your trim is plus zero point 0.5 meter, means your trim is positive trim. So trim by forward. So at zero point 0.5 meter here, this one is positive. You can see positive and 1350 centimeter. So this value 0 0.5 and 1350. 1350 is this one. So here what we found 1367.5. 1350 correspond to zero point 0.5 trim. So 1367.5 meter cube. So here this was easy because it is coming as per this value, but very rarely you will find according to this table, like your sounding came 1440 or 1450. Most of the time it will come like 1458 or 1461 or 1474, like that. So again I will take an example. Suppose our sounding came 1538 and now the trim is -2. So how we will calculate? So first we will see where is -2 trim. -2 trim is here and our sounding is 1538. So -2 is here and 1538 here somewhere. So again we will interpolate from these values 1530, 1540 and these values because it corresponds to -2 meter trim. So here we will calculate by another method. This one also uh, one of the tricky method. So whatever you like, whichever you like, you can assume that method and you can understand and you can do like by following that method also. So here, because here I want to explain you all the methods so that you will understand everything. So here what we will do, as it came 1538, so means between these two values, so we will subtract this one from this one, means 1540 minus 1530 and divide by these difference of these values, 1571 minus 1559.9. So this is the thing, 1540 minus 1530, this is the division, and this one is a meter cube at -2 meter trim. So this one equals to 1538, the value at which we want the meter cube value. So 1538 is the sounding which came and for which we want to calculate. So 1538 minus 1530 divide by here 1538 will be here. So value we don't know. So which one we want to calculate? So we will uh, assume it v minus this value, lower value 1559.9. So this value divided by this value. Same thing. First we took these two values. First took this values 2, means the difference of this divided by difference of this equals difference of 1538 and 1530, then difference of value minus 1559.9. So after calculating you will find this one is a simple calculation. uh, you will get to know after when you will do yourself. So we will find that 1568.78 meter cube is the answer. So this is the another method. So this is the meter cube value which we wanted to find. Suppose you want to uh, confirm that this method is correct and the another method is correct. So what you can do, if you don't want to do from this method or you find it little difficult or little tricky, so what you can do, same thing like previous, 1540 minus 1530 and at this trim minus -2 trim, 1571 minus 159.9. So this value which will come, so here will come 10 because 10 division, so 1 division equals to the value divided by 10. So suppose here will this division will come 1.11 or 1.2 or whatever it will come. So suppose here at 1530 the value at 2 meter is 1559.9. So here we want for 1538. So 8 means 8 divisions. So 8 into the division we found 1.11 suppose. So 8 into 1.11 plus the value 1559.9 at 1530 because we are taking from the lower value. So 1559.9 plus 8 division 8 into the value we got after subtracting and dividing this one. So suppose 1.11. So that one also will give the same answer. You can calculate yourself. Suppose again you are confused, then the basic method, the first method, that drop the sounding tape full until you will feel the bob touches the tank top, and then you can remove or pull out the sounding tape and you can see the reading. 2-3 centimeter difference is okay because sometimes we have some rolling or sometimes swell is there. So 2-3 centimeter difference is okay, no problem. But suppose the difference is coming like 50 centimeters, so it means you are doing some wrong sounding. So this one you have to be do yourself, and it is easy, don't worry, you will get to know. So this was the all about interpolation and the sounding. I hope you people understand, and I have tried my best to explain you. So thanks for watching. So I hope you like the video. So please subscribe my YouTube channel NKS Mariner for sport and for updates for any marine information and knowledge. Thanks for watching.